So we've already warmed up for today by clearing out some of the backspace. The barberry plants, I trimmed those up. There was a lot of dead stuff in there. And then Maggie went in and weeded as well, which was lovely. So now that we're in the heat of the day, we're gonna get started on the front. And we bought a bunch of plants yesterday at the local nursery, like a lot. And so we've kind of planned it out here. So we have up front here the mums, and they're a dove white color, and they only get about this tall, so it's going to be great because then you'll still be able to see the spirea behind it. So we bought a bunch of the dove white, and that will come around all the way in the front here, and it's nice, got like this nice curve to it. So we're working with what's existing there and just adding on to it. And then we also got a bunch of other fun plants. We have the coreopsis here, which is nice and airy, bringing in the yellows that are in the dove white, as well as kind of that spirea yellow. And then we have this lovely lupine, which is kind of a wine color, and that will be a little bit taller, and it'll just be a nice contrast to the yellow. I really think purple and yellow go really well together, so that's why we put them here. We also included some lamb's ear up front. Up here, the fuzzy wuzzies, which is adorable. I think they're super cute, and you can't go wrong with a little bit of texture. It reminds me a little bit of the structure of the hostas behind it, so it's kind of a repeat, bringing it to the front. Then over here, we got a plethora of lilies. It's going to be great in the spring, just to give you a little pop of color when it finally is not winter anymore, and it's great. We've staggered these from shortest to tallest, with colors ranging from kind of a dark red, kind of almost a purpley color, and then we have a lighter pink, and then we have a darker color. So it's kind of alternating the colors from red to pink and purple again. So that'll be a really nice flow, kind of bring it all in and guide you towards the front door. We are planning on removing this evergreen here because it kind of cuts it off. It doesn't really flow very well. And then we're going to use that area to plant more of those mums that we bought, and plant more of the lilies as well. So it kind of copies from this side to the other side and just makes it one cohesive unit. So now that the fun part's done, we got to get to work. We will probably do what we did the day before, where we get as close to the actual dirt as possible with the weed whacker. We'll tarp it, we will plant all the plants, and then we will mulch it, and it's gonna look so good, you guys. I'm so excited. But it's gonna be a lot of work, but we're planning on just taking it nice and easy today. Lots of breaks, and I'll have you along with me for the ride. So here we go. So as you can see, guys, this is pretty root bound in here, and you can see it's starting to make a little offshoot. So it was definitely time for these to go in the ground. I also suspect that's why we got it for $1.99 each. So make sure if you do have a root-bound plant, you rough up the roots just a little bit just to get them out of that formation before you put it in the ground. Here we go. So yesterday we planted and landscaped and weed whacked our little butts off. And so now all of this has been planted. I'm so excited. It looks so good, you guys. And now we have this lovely truckload of mulch that we went and got at the landfill. I don't know what it's really called. It's free, which is all we really care about. So it's gonna be one of those transformations where we go here, da-da-da-da, it's done. After, look at all of that. Here, we'll flip it around for you. Look at all of that. All of it is mulched in, landscape fabriced, all of that. It's looking good. It's looking more like a cottage garden, which is kind of what we were talking about as what she wanted. And just look at how pretty that is. So now what we're gonna do, is we're gonna go around the corner here, around the corner to this area. This area has nothing but weeds. I did put up a couple of trellises because she has some trumpet vine growing. So that way she can keep those. Those are nice, they'll flower. But everything else is going to get weed whacked to death, tarped, and mulched. We're not going to do planting of any flowers here as of right now, but we're just going to take them one section at a time and make it look a lot better. So I wanted to show you guys, this is where we are getting our mulch from. It's just this place where people can drop off their trees and grass and stuff for free. And then also the mulching people that, like, what is it called? Wood chippers? The wood chippers, they come and they drop off all of their stuff here, and then it's just free for everybody to take. So it's really nice, and we're just gonna load up the truck yet again. This is what half of a load gave us in terms of mulch. We will definitely need at least 2 more trips. We also have to go back for more of the tarp and more of the landscaping staple thingamabobs because we ran out. So step 1, we got that. Step 2 would be more.